Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another in-depth review for Marvel Strike Force. Now today we will be having another look at Thanos because he's recently received an absolutely massive buff, and I do mean this buff is massive and he really is fantastic. Now he was good before, but now he is incredible. Now in this video we'll start off firstly looking at his tags and where you go to farm him. We'll then check out his stats. Next up is the abilities. We then look at his synergies and we'll finish up and we'll see where he places in the tier list. So we'll start off then with the general overview. Thanos then is a protector class, but he can actually put out a nice amount of damage now because with the patch he had his speed and damage actually increased. Now when it comes to his tags, it's villain, cosmic, mystic and also protector. So the villain, cosmic and mystic really are invaluable because all of those free campaigns can get pretty difficult and he can help you absolutely smash the free of them. Now in regards to how you farm them, at the moment we had the Mad Titan event, which was a few months ago. I think it was round about when Infinity War came out, and you could get them up to round about 5-star then. Since then we've only had the Thanos raids that you need to 100%, but hopefully they'll either bring back the legendary event or they'll open up the raids a bit more so more players can actually complete them. So it's just really a case of watch this space for now in regards to how you can unlock them or how you can level them up. Now what we'll do with the overview covered is we'll have a look at his stats. We start off here then looking at his offensive stats. Now his damage has seen a small increase. It's went up a couple of hundred points, so it's now in the region of 5,700, so that actually pulls him up from a D where he was just on the edge of that into a C rating now, and that helps out when it comes to his actual ultimate where he can drain back health for the amount of damage he does there, so that's really nice. When we look at his speed, we were told via the patch notes that this was increased, but it's still sitting at 94, and that's the same it was before the patch, so imagine that's something we'll see change very soon. It's possibly just an oversight there. Lastly we have his focus. Now it's down at D, no change here. The only debuff he has is offense down. Now it does mean that you won't have the highest chance of applying this if you use it on a target that has high resistance. That's something you do have to bear in mind there. Defensive wise then, as you would expect, Thanos does exceptionally well because he is a protector class. Now his health is up at A, he is essentially an A+ rating because he's one of the outliers I had to remove in order to calculate the stats. So he's got, I think it's 119,000 health when he's maxed out, which is just crazy. His armour's very much middle of the road, but that is possibly to balance out his huge health pool that's sitting at a C. And then finally his resistance is really low, it's down at an E. Now that means that he is susceptible to debuffs, however on his special he actually has the chance of adding an insane amount of extra resistance. I'll go over the exact numbers when we do get to the abilities, but he has that to help him out in that regard, and he's also got drain on his ultimate as well, so he's got a nice way of pulling that health pool way back up again when he does take some damage. So defensive wise he really does great. Now with that covered, let's have a look at the abilities. For the abilities here we have 4 to look at, so it's the basic, special, ultimate and also the passive. Now I'll show off the tooltip for the active skills at level 7 and the passive for level 5, and then what I'll do is I'll let you know how high you want to upgrade each of them. Now the first one we look at is a passive, so this is called Titan Eternal. This has seen a really nice change here. So with this you gain 1000% extra resistance while taunting, so it makes it incredibly hard for his taunt to be removed, and I believe it's only 2 characters at the moment that are able to do this, and they would be Jessica Jones and also Hand Archer. Now with this passive you also, on the death of an enemy, generate 2 ability energy for yourself or any adjacent cosmic ally, so this is really fantastic. Now because it is an adjacent cosmic ally, what you can do with Thanos is put him at the far left or far right of a team meaning he will only have one adjacent cosmic ally, so you can choose who you actually want to power up. And playing around with this a bit already, there's some really incredible combinations you can get with some pretty amazing results as well. Now this, you want to max it out without a doubt, because when you max it out, it gives you that 100% chance on the death of an enemy to generate that all important ability energy. With the basic then, we've not actually seen any changes from how he was prior to the latest patch. So this is called Power Punch. When this is maxed out, you attack the primary target for 200% damage, and you also gain counter, and he will be using that counter because he'll be putting his taunt up as well. So this particular ability, I would say you want to max that out as well. With the special here, we've only seen one small change, but it's a very important one now. This is called Brutal Assault. It's 4 turns to charge and comes fully charged, and you will want to use this at the start of a fight. Now with it, you attack the primary target for 350% damage and apply a fence down. So that can be really nice for dangerous targets, pulling their damage way down. The change with this is that you now actually gain taunt for 2 turns, and the reason that is so good on Thanos is because the huge amount of resistance he has during that taunt, and there's so few characters that can actually cleanse it from him. So this is really nice. Now I would say that you want to take this up to level 6, because it's at level 6 that the taunt changes from 1 turn to 2. All you're getting after that point is an additional 50% damage, so it's really down to you whether you want to use the materials for that additional damage there. For the ultimate, he has an awesome looking skill called Energy Bomb, and this has seen a slight buff here. This actually takes 7 turns to charge, comes with 4 turns already in it. Now if you run Thanos on his own, then it means he'll be guaranteed to generate energy to himself when an enemy is defeated, so you can charge this up really quick and it provides a lot of sustain. But with this, you attack all targets for 260% damage and 110% drain. So with the buff, he's increased an extra 20% damage in this, but in a way that actually adds to his survivability as well due to the drain. And also with this attack, it cannot miss. Now this particular one, at level 6 you get 100% drain, so you can get away with taking it up to level 6, but personally I would max this out because you're getting additional damage at level 7, and that damage is converting to health due to the drain there, so I would say max this one out. Now with all the abilities covered, let's have a look at his synergies. When we look at characters that he can work well with, these really fall into 2 categories here. Now firstly, we have other protectors that can apply defense up to him with his 2 turns of taunt and huge health pool. This can really be pretty amazing. So you've got Captain America, Luke Cage and also Kingpin there. Now next up we have cosmic characters who you can feed energy to, and as mentioned, if you want to give yourself a higher chance of feeding energy to the particular character, put Thanos on the far left or far right, or make sure that's the only cosmic character next to him. Now this would include, but it's not limited to, Star-Lord, Baron Mordo, I can't wait to see him with all the debuffs, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, and also Thor as well there. So quite a few that can work really great with him there. Now next up, let's check out the characters you want to avoid. When we look at characters you want to avoid, they fall into 3 categories here. Now firstly, you have characters that can act pretty quickly at the start of a fight and also have ability blocks. That includes Vision, Ant-Man and Korath. Ant-Man would be especially dangerous because he can apply 2 turns of ability block on the first turn, completely locking down Thanos. Now next up you have characters that can remove his taunt. There's not many of them. You've got Jessica Jones, Hand Archer, and in a roundabout way you've got Nobu as well, because he can call in a Hand Archer ally as one of his summons. Now finally you could potentially have Hand Sentry. Now the reason for that is Thanos' ultimate cannot miss, but that means it can actually be evaded or dodged. The cannot miss tag means if you're blinded it will still hit. So what Hand Sentry can do is apply the evade to the whole team. Thanos fires off his ultimate, he's not hitting anyone, and you're not getting any regen back as well, so that could really be quite important for him there. Now with that covered, let's have a look and see where he places in the tier list. In the previous version of this video then, we rated Thanos as an alpha character and I would have said he was probably a mid or low alpha character. Now just before we re-rate him here, we'll run over the changes he's had since that particular video. So his attack speed and also his attack damages went up. You've got the huge additional turn of taunt, so 2 turns of taunt in total, which paired with his huge resistance really is incredible and means only a few characters are dangerous to him. And then you've got the additional damage on his ultimate, which in turn means he's draining more health back. And then finally you've got the great changes to his passive as well. You've got the death of an enemy, generating 2 ability energy for self on an adjacent cosmic ally, and as mentioned already, it really does open up so many options. I absolutely love this particular change. Now with all that in mind, I would say that Thanos actually sits as a low level a mega tier character now. The reason I'm saying he's a low level a mega tier character is up until now I've only really been placing characters that can be universally used in any team in the mega tier, but with some of the changes they're making to characters, I will be looking to slightly move about the tier list a little bit and slightly recategorise some of the different levels we've got as well. So a mega level for Thanos anyway. He's absolutely fantastic. Now he should always really have been this great because it is Thanos at the end of the day, but he now lives up to the mantle that he should always have had. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular patch, and if I get the time tonight or tomorrow at the latest, I'll get the version 2.0 of the Star-Lord in-depth review up as well. But as always, thanks for tuning in and I'll see you all again soon.